And away, no issues. It's like a good start there from Benarek in lane 6. Benarek already alongside Fred Curley as the stagger unwinds. Michael Norman looks a bit uncomfortable, but here comes Kenny Benarek. All the accolades to the athletes either side of him, but here comes Fred Curley. Fred Curley with an electric last 40 metres. He looked like he was striding.
2 metres down, now he goes past Brown, now he's got Benarek in his sights. There's no stopping him from there. Big, powerful, strong, but it's that sprint endurance. He can just keep moving with that pace that he has. He's not slowing down at all. So Fred Curley, I think he's becoming a little bit more outward going as well, Fred. You know, he's a great champion and he's a great runner, and you know, he's starting to get a little bit more comfortable talking about himself.
Big twitch there from Curley in 5. Slightly better start from Trayvon Bramell, but Curley moving smoothly now, beginning to get away. He's the biggest, he's the most powerful, he's the quickest tonight. 9.94 by Fred Curley. And what was the wind doing there? Plus 0.1, that was in still air. That is a brilliant run. Little twitch from him before the gun, but it was didn't require a recall. He had to work for it, there's no doubt about that. Boy, didn't really start getting a bit of daylight between himself and the rest until 50 or 60. Simbine it was who took second place, 9.99, and it is a new meeting record. Yet another meeting record. It's been one of those nights. And it's so promising with the World Championships just over 11 weeks away. What a summer we've got coming at us, as if last summer couldn't have been hard enough to top. Well, I think this year just might, with the clear long run of racing and good meets through to Budapest. Long hold there, pretty good start there from Curley, not such a good start from Simbine. Going well at the moment is Blake over the far side, but here comes Curley, 400 metre man getting stronger and stronger as the line approaches, and he pulls away to a win by about 1.5 metres, Curley there, 9.93. Well, the meeting record never threatened. That's Justin Gatlin's from back in 2015, 9.75. But it is quick. It's a little bit quicker than he went in Rabat. That was a 9.94. Oh, and it's been adjusted to 9.94 the same time. And just looking at the wind there, the wind was absolutely still. Not a drop of wind in the arena. But Curley, Steve, winning yet again, pretty comfortably, frankly. Omanyala, 10.05. That's an improved run from the Kenyan. But he is operating so consistently, and that gives you further confidence and leads to good runs coming up.
Jacobs out really well. Blake got away quickly as well. Jacobs was already fading. It's Omanyala starting to come, and no, Lyles will come quickly at the end. Who's going to get it? It's Lyles, perhaps, just maybe by 100th or so. Lyles from Omanyala. Jacobs left, trailing, work to do, a lot of work to do for the Olympic champion, but it's Noah Lyles who takes the win. That 200-metre strength just carried him through. Omanyala was ahead at 50, he was still ahead probably at 70, it was close at 80, and then he just got himself ahead. 9.97 into a slight headwind. And what about Jacobs? Big question marks for him now.
Van Bullet, the last to rise, and he's got Erien Knighton as a target. Lane has gone off pretty hard. A little bit of work to do there for De Grasse, but here comes the unfold of the bend, and Knighton now into his running. Nina in pursuit. De Grasse with a lot of work to do. And Van Bullen looks to be labouring. It really is all too easy. 1978 for Erien Knighton. Getting quicker and quicker. That's the quickest of the lot in Europe. Brilliant sequence of races. It's a meeting record as well. Well, he will be mighty delighted with that. He is the 5th fastest man in history over 200 metres. Let's not forget, he ran a brilliant bend, and then the daylight just got wider and wider and wider. Brilliant performance, 1977.
Well, is that the first Usain Bolt record for Knighton to scratch off the books?
Safely away, and Van Niekerk into his running. He's got Samakonga as his initial target, and it's a comfortable start there for the South African. Here he is in the green shoes, trying to come on the shoulder of Xiamen, the fastest man in the world this year. Matt Hudson-Smith has survived the first couple of 100 metres, which is more than he did in Paris, in Rabat, a couple of weeks ago. Matthew Hudson-Smith has made a good start, but here comes Van Niekerk on the crown of the bend into the final 100 metres or so. In front of us, in the sunshine, Van Niekerk. Is this another really good measured run? Another step in progression to rehabilitation. Norwood trying to get after him. Also coming through, Xiamen finishing really strongly, but Van Niekerk holds on. 44.37. Not as quick as that time in Poch a few weeks ago, but he'll be delighted with that, Van Niekerk. He's here with his family, his wife and family. They've made a weekend of it. Spoke to him briefly in the restaurant last night. He said there were times when he seriously doubted whether ever he would be able to come back and compete again. Some really dark moments over the last couple of years, but that will feel good. Van Niekerk victorious again in the Diamond League.
Really good start there from Aaron Brown in lane 4, and the headband is already up from Pombule. He's leading at the moment. He's powering around this bend. What a bend he's run. Watch Richards on the outside down the home straight here, but great running from Tebogo in the orange too, in lane 7. But here comes Richards. Tebogo's going to take it. Richards half a metre down in second place. The men in 7 and 8 get first and second in that order into a frustratingly strong headwind, 1.4. Not super strong, but enough just to take the shine off that, because it would have been quite some way under 20 seconds if they'd been running in still air. Don't forget the meeting record of Noel Lyles, set 4 years ago, 19.50. It's been rounded, adjusted slightly, 20.01 from Tebogo. The youngest man in the race wins the race.
Curly in the white vest, brilliant start there from Charleston in the white full from left, and he leads at the moment. Curly's got some work to do. I know he's going to get back to Charleston. I don't think he is. And Charleston, oh my word, it was really tight to the line, and maybe Simbine came and stole that one. It is down to a photo, hardly surprising, that's what the caption says. Charleston led for about 80 metres and then was just run down, decelerating as the others held their form better perhaps. Curly and Simbine coming through to his left, just beyond him as we saw the pictures. It was incredibly tight. I don't want to call it. It might well have been Simbine. I think even Bracey Williams was coming through beyond him. I have seldom seen, this year at least, such a close 100. Simbine is giving it. The South African has produced the goods. He wins in 9.97. So, how is this one going to unfold? Dos Santos is an interesting entrant. Fourth from right there in the turquoise, just out inside Van Niekerk down the back straight. Looks like Vern Norwood has gone on very conservatively third from left, otherwise nobody else showing. 3, Samu Conga has pulled up in lane 3, that's a great shame. Round the crown of the bend, just beginning to show now is Van Niekerk. Dos Santos moving up inside him, Van Niekerk just easing into the lead around that bend. But look at Dos Santos there with the blonde hair, and on the outside going really well is Nene. But now Van Niekerk stretches that stride out, pulls away to a comfortable win, and it is brilliant. This is vintage Van Niekerk. Crosses the line there, 44.08. It's the fastest time he's produced this year, and that is Van Niekerk coming back to his very, very best.
Omanyala really powerful, but Letsili Tebogo's had a good start. Akim Blake as well. Johan Blake also going well. Also coming through is Lindsay as well, but in the end, on the line, 9.92. Omanyala and Tebogo. Very, very close indeed in the photo finish. Who got it on the line? Omanyala looks, Tebogo looks. Neither of them celebrating. Omanyala's been given it, 9.92. Finished strongly, didn't get the best of starts. Akim Blake got away smartly, but Tebogo in 9.93 gets a season's best. And then the two Blakes, third and fourth, almost inseparable. Well, he has got a good start, and Hughes is the target, the taller man.
into his running now. These three left of picture. Tobogo in the orange leading the way. Hughes, now comes Lyles, pouring it on. Hughes and Lyles well clear. Tobogo with work to do, but it's Lyles who's stretching away. The world champion wins it once again. 19:46 the winning time. It's the fastest time in the world this year, beating his own 1967. Wow, meeting record as well. Well, if you run like that, you can afford to be a little bit spiky in a press conference, because he's always entertaining, he's always worth listening to, but he always delivers. He hasn't lost a 200 metres race for many a day. Lyles wins it.
Well, the US champion Bryce Deadman goes in 4 inside Van Niekerk. He's the tall figure in the white top, blue bottoms, centre of picture. Van Niekerk have blasted off. He's gone off very aggressively, already up on the shoulder of Hudson Smith in 6th there, 3rd to left. Van Niekerk eases past Hudson Smith. They get to 200 metres. Deadman's got a target. Will he run his own race or gauge himself off Van Niekerk there, 4th from left? Van Niekerk steady, cruising around this bend, holding something for the straight. The South African is so powerful down the home straight normally. Good aggressive running from Van Norwood in lane 3 too. But now Van Niekerk tries to stride away. Pressure from the Americans to his left. Are they going to get there? It's so tight to the line, and he does outlean them. Hung on marvellously that last 30 or 40 metres. 44.37. What a battle. Wait for time. Well, very, very even around the bend there between the men in the outside lanes. In fact, beginning now to build a lead is Lyles. He's always stronger down the home straight. Is he going to be on this occasion? Here comes Knighton. Knighton challenging, and Hughes working hard too, but Lyles so strong over the last 40. Gets it by the best part of a metre from Knighton. Hughes in 3rd place, back in lane 5. The winning time, 19.80. That is one of the performances of the night on this cool evening. Because Steve, you're in short sleeves there. I mean, I know you're from the north of England, but you've been moaning about how cold it is. I thought you were tough. Anyway, 19.80 to 1987 from Knighton. Hughes, 19.94. That is great sprinting over 200 in far from ideal conditions. But Lyles supreme once again. Great start from Coleman in lane 4, fabulous start. Oh, and Bracey Williams has gone back. Hakeem Blake, in fact, but look at this. The running here from Christian Coleman. He's not going to be caught on this day, or is he? Wow, so tight there. Was that Xiamen Thompson on the near side in lane 10, I think. And Blake, the other Blake, Hakeem Blake, I think it was, got left in his blocks. World lead 9.83 by Coleman. They have given it to Coleman. It was mighty tight at the line. I wasn't quite sure whether Xiamen Thompson on the near side in lane 10 came through and took that one. Remember, Sha'Carri Richardson winning the World Championship title from lane 9 in Budapest. Well, we almost had a replication of that there from lane 10. But Coleman, 9.83 equals the fastest time in the world this year, Chris. And he did it from the start, really quick out of the blocks there. We saw Hakeem Blake there fall out of the blocks. But Coleman, unstoppable and uncatchable, as it turned out. So where they go, James in 4, Quincy Hall, the bronze medalist in Budapest, goes in 5. Good target that for James there in the blue, 4th from right. James is in 4, Quincy Hall in 5, Vern Norwood in 6 in the black there, 4th from left now as you see that picture. Vern Norwood running nice and steadily, really aggressive running, 3rd from left by Rasheen McDonald, Jamaica in the blue. McDonald still leads, although beginning to move strongly through now is Quincy Hall. And Kirani James in the blue shorts, 4th from right. James in lane 4 with a slight lead as they come into the straight. Great running from Haydock Wilson on the inside too. The Brickners run a fantastic first 350, but look at this battle for the lead. Kirani James and Quincy Hall. Who's going to get there? I think the American Quincy Hall just gets it. Kirani James, well, they've given it to James. I would have sworn Quincy Hall took it. That's how tight it is.
No way, fast start in the middle there for Aaron Brown, I think. Here goes Kenny Benarek running a fantastic bend. They're going to swing into this slightly shorter home straight here. And it's neck and neck between the American and the Brit. They're fighting all the way to the line. It is going to be a win for Kenny Benarek. Stops the clock at 19.79. Look at that, minus 0.1 for the wind. There's nothing going on here. They did flash up there for a photo finish, but it has been very quickly given to Kenny Benarek. It was 5th in Budapest for Benarek. He couldn't match his 2 silver medals from the last 2 global championships. He gets his postseason off to a good start here in 1979. And look at that from Andre de Grasse, a season's best, 1989. What a return to form for the Canadian.
Got a real opportunity for Ingvaldsen here in the absence of Hudson Smith, but it's Rasheen McDonald who's gone out really quickly from lane 4, already up onto the shoulder of the Belgian Alexander Doom. He's really stormed through this first 200 metres. Scotch going also very well indeed. Ingvaldsen has been conservative so far. Will he find something in the latter stages of the race? Scotch in the yellow, in the orange vest, second from left of picture, is going really well. Ingvaldsen's got to find something here. McDonald's perhaps started to fade after a blistering first 200 metres, but as they come into the home straight, it's Scotch second from left of picture. McDonald started to rock and roll. Here comes Ingvaldsen. Is he going to finish like a train? But McDonald's going to hold on and get it. McDonald just about holds on the line. 44.84, not troubling the meeting record